Okay, Enrico here from IK Multimedia again, from my home studio. In the first bit, we talked about the Uno synth, its capabilities, and something a little bit beyond what we explaining during the last 3 years of its release. And now I want to talk about the Uno drum. The Uno drum is the second instrument of the Uno line. It came out now around 2018 ish, 18, 18, 19. I don't remember actually. My fault. But apart from that, and it was released again when we could meet in person. But again, I'm gonna thank again the organization of this event for letting us here. The Uno drum is an analog and sample-based analog drum machine. I'm gonna repeat it. It's an analog and sample-based drum machine. It is a really, really fully packed of feature little piece of gear, which is quite inspiring in my opinion. We have 12 elements and 11 voice, because of course the hi-hat is open or closed, so 11 voices. With 6 analog elements, which were studied from the most famous drum machine of all time, and a lot of those circuits, analog circuits that are inside the Uno drum, are way more inspired from those really old circuits than we thought. An example is the hi-hat, which, as you can hear, is not a noise-based hi-hat, but is a square wave-based hi-hat, which is really, really interesting. And if you want to know a little bit more about, just look it up on the history of those famous drum machine, or maybe ask me some question about it later on the question and answer. So, going back to the Uno drum. Again, the Uno drum is a 12 elements drum machine, as you can see. Drum machine with six analog sound, that you can see are now put it on the bottom, and other 6 sample-based drums. But it doesn't stop here. The nice one of the nice feature about the Uno drum is the fact that you can actually decide if you want an analog sound or a digital sound. That open a lot of capabilities. So, for example, if I don't want an analog snare, on my track, I'm just gonna go and select sound and select one of the other 4 possible digital sound that are capable. And also, if you go on the IK Multimedia website and you register your Uno drum, you are capable of you can download a lot of other libraries. They can just hook it up on the computer and just load in it. We have 10 libraries of only analog super vintage drum machine that we recorded during our history. Then we have DMX Crew library, which is an artist library. DMX was so great. We were working with him, and then we have also the Suit and Guy artist library, which is amazing, a little amazing. So let's go back on the Uno drum. So in my pattern, for example, I want to change, I can change the entire kit. And as you can hear, is pretty immediate. I can even, I don't know. Ooh, I'm gonna slow it down now. Oh yeah, feel the groove. I love it. And then I can, of course, also change all the patterns that I want. I'm gonna remain with that one. So again, 100 kits, 100 patterns. We can even create songs chaining patterns, but I'm gonna focus a little bit more about how to spice up the pattern with the parameter recording, the step-by-step parameter recording that you can do also on the Uno synth, and I demonstrated a little bit before. So, for example, let's take this nice pattern, and I'm gonna select the kick. Remember, if you want to select something without letting it sound, just press select, and you can select everything you want without letting the element sounding. So again, here I'm just gonna differently from the Uno synth, I'm not gonna press Alt for go to the alternate recording, but we're gonna go a little more classic ways and just gonna press record, and I can actually, as you can see, select the step that I want. So I'm gonna go for the first step, and I'm gonna just spice it up a little bit. Let's just spice it up a little bit. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, I like it even more. I'm gonna select the analog sound for the kick too. so I can create a kind of baseline. In fact, I'm just gonna put another trigger here, another trigger here. So, and then I'm gonna just play a little bit. I'm gonna select also the sound number 2 here. So in that way, I can actually create something a little bit more. How can I say it? I can spice it up a little bit. Also, I'm gonna add a lot of humanize, a little bit of swing. Then I'm gonna go and add a little bit more toms, which I'm gonna I'm gonna just take a little bit. Love it, but I need a little bit more sprint. Which again, if I hook it up with I don't know, with the synth. Yeah. No, let's use the delay again. Maybe at the same time. And now I'm gonna show you a little bit how to use the select tool, for example. Another thing, a feature that I love, because I can actually just change all the parameters in once and create completely different tastes of sound. Oh, that one? Well, that one is the starter. The starter is an effect that, a performance effect. You can use it again if you're playing, with a drum machine, because that's what you do with drum machines. You just play with it and get inspired by it. Um, get inspired by it. Um, how can you? How can you? Well, how about you ask me about the starter in the question and answer, so we can, move on and see what you would like to do or know about the Unodrum.